Hey, hello everybody. We're back and we're on time. Isn't that
We did
crazy?
it.
We
That's
did
that's
it.
madness. We did it.
Evan, you have to share what you just found to the stream.
So this is we were actually about to get started. We had to stop.
Yeah.
I stopped Seaman from hitting the button because, and a few people in Discord know that this is coming because it was a big topic of conversation yesterday. I found the bag of combos under the couch.
Yeah.
It was underneath the couch cushion. It somehow got pushed down the back and was underneath. And when I was looking for something else, I found the combos. They have been open the entire time.
Okay.
It was down there. And live taste test.
Oh no.
It's not great.
Good. Before
It's
we
not great.
get started today, I'm gonna start it up right now so I don't forget, and that is today's giveaway, which is for a copy of Railbreak on the winner's platform of choice, except for PS4. We cannot give out PS4 yet. Um, type in exclamation point ticket for a chance to win. Make sure you're following us. Be here when we draw, which will be at the end of the stream. Well, Evan shrieks in pain.
I'm gonna fix this with some dots. Our
Okay, that's
unpaid
good.
sponsor, the stream
That's
dots.
that's better.
Oh,
I
that's why
think.
were they saltier than normal though? Is the question. That was really fucking salty. Like
I mean,
if
dude,
you leave a combo out, does it just get saltier?
couch combos. Hello, Techno Union. Hello, Apophis.
Oh,
Did I
couch
miss
dots.
anyone?
Hmm.
Couch combos.
What happened to Mike and Ike's? Oh, we must have finished those on stream. Oh, no, we didn't. Mike and Ike's. All right, one more. We'll wash this down with one more Mike and Ike before we get going here for Jill Hard Mode.
Oh baby. Yeah, so we are starting with Resident Evil today, and then
Oh
and
God,
then
Peach.
and then we're gonna be getting to the Railbreak PS4 gameplay that we promised, and the announcements that we promised. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be some
we're we're
fun
we're
times.
we're trying to time that stuff for when we have the largest stream.
Yeah.
So me and CMM went and looked at the data tables. Um, so we've determined when typically we have the largest audience here. So we're moving announcements to that period. So we'll start with Resident Evil and then move into Railbreak. Um,
It's a good question, Techno Union. We're still early in Resident Evil 1.
yeah, we're at the first save run. We basically did the shot. We did
All
the
right.
intro run, Lisa, and then we did the shotgun run and saved by a big burly man Barry Burton.
Yep, we failed
Uh,
in save, and
we failed and
now we're here.
save. How many people are in chat right now? Do we know?
Let's see. Let's find out. We've got around 10 people here right now.
All right, good. That's a good starting point. So, really important, guys. I usually make this decision myself, but after eating that combo, I'm leaving this up to the group. I need soda and I need it fucking now because that taste is awful. My choices are I can do zero sugar cherry 7 Up. Whoops, I just punched the monitor. I can do if you want to get me to have a little caffeine high, I've got zero sugar Dr Pepper with cherry, or I have Um, zero sugar Dr. Pepper cream. So those are our three options. Which one do I drink first
Jeez.
on stream?
They all sound fucking awful.
They're terrible. But when you can't have sugar, you make do with what you can
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I like when I said it after I had a dot and a Mike and Ike. Can't have sugar though.
I can definitely say don't do 7 Up. That sounds like the worst option, but Techno Union
It's honestly
says
like drinking water.
follow the doctor's orders. Cream.
Cream. All right, we have one for cream.
Got one for cream so far.
The cream's pretty good actually.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Um,
not sure if I would enjoy it,
we
but
um
you know.
I've talked about this on prior streams, but the way that we do grocery shopping in this house is we separate our perishables and our non-perishable groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know the statisticians out there and scientists will say that soda is perishable. It really isn't. I drink 4-year-old soda all the time. But one of the cool things that I realized is that Amazon Subscribe and Save sells soda now, and it's stupid cheap on there.
Really?
Like 12 packs of zero sugar Dr. Pepper cream on the Subscribe and Save discount. It's like $3.50 for a 12 pack. Like you literally cannot beat it.
Damn.
So we do all we do all of our soda buying off Amazon now because you can just get it in fucking bulk. So, since I guess we got one vote for cream, let's do cream.
Yeah, let's do
I'll give you
cream.
my live cream review after having a combo from the beginning of time.
Hello, Heaven Smile. Welcome in,
Oh,
welcome in.
Killer 7. I like that person.
Wait, what'd you say, Heaven?
Heaven Smiles from Killer
Oh,
7.
yes.
It's a Killer 7 fan.
Yes, I like Killer 7. I
All
suck
right.
at it, but I like it. You know what
Fucking,
you know what I did? Oh, what's that?
I was just gonna say we have to do Killer 7 on stream at
We
some point.
do. I agree with
Yeah.
that.
Get fucked.
Hello, no HD YouTube. See, I remembered.
Hey!
When I was at PAX, I tried I guess the remaster of Shadow of the Damned. Another Suda 5.1 game.
Yeah, it's a great game.
And I hadn't played the original, and I was curious about it, and I really dug it, so I'm probably going to be grabbing that.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I mean, it was the people who did Resident Evil 4 made that.
Yeah.
And they were clearly motivated by we want to make some more Resident Evil 4. So.
Mythstorm, thank you for the sub. 21 months. Hello, Myth.
Holy shit, he's gonna be fucking beat hard. I'm at like 11.
Posture check for you, Evan. Make sure you're sitting correctly in your chair.
Oh, I'm always sitting correctly in my chair. Oh, hello. All right, let's. Oh, what's the fucking inventory button? I don't know the controls. All right, let's see if Jill can land the.
Oh, Holster TV. Holster TV streams. Thank you so much for the raid.
We're getting a double headshot? No, we're not. Fuck me. I got the one headshot though. Hi, Holster. Holster, thank you so much for sharing the games. You are awesome. I actually watch your streams sometimes on your video on demand while I'm working. I like your streams.
Hell yeah.
We have a new port of Railbreak coming out soon that we're going to announce the release date later on this stream. And if you want to stream that, I'd be happy to get you a key for it.
Yeah, Holster, it's always good to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everyone from Holster's community. We are starting today out with some Resident Evil 1.
Give them stuff!
Yes. The Resident Evil... First, there's the Resident Evil 1 remake gameplay that Evan is doing. We do have a giveaway going on. All you need to do is follow us and type !ticket into the chat. We'll be giving away a copy of Railbreak on the winner's platform of choice at the end of the stream.
Holster, send us a DM on Twitter. We'll give you some copies of Railbreak PS4 to give away on your stream.
Yeah, that too. Feel free to hit us up on there.
Yeah.
And then later today, we're going to be showing off gameplay of Railbreak PS4, and we're going to be sharing some announcements. So it'll be a good
my
time.
Impossible Port is getting announced today that I'm very proud of.
Evan is very excited.
Port. Where's the fucking lighter?
I love how Evan's mood is swinging between "I'm so happy" and "God damn it, where's the lighter?"
Well, it's because I had an old combo, a Mike and Ike, a dot, and I took a chug of cream 7-Up.
That is disgusting. Will, hello, Will. Thank you for the resub. 21 months in a row, just like Myth. Look at you. And we have a level 1 hype train going on right now. Thank you guys so much.
I get to send Myth's mother a package very soon, probably the next 2 weeks. So
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Send a mail to Myth's mom.
You should include something special just for her.
I did. Well, I have actually. I did talk about this in Discord, but for people who backed the backer kit that we just finished up, and we're at a high funding level, you know who you are, T Union. For people, I arbitrarily picked a random number, and people over that number, as I pack up your boxes, hopefully over the next 2 weeks, I'm putting in stuff around the office, old Outbreak physical stuff that we had laying around, like T-shirts and stuff. So. I actually just shipped one off, I think, to Ferret, and I gave him a nice T-shirt alongside all this stuff.
Will, thank you for the 5 gift subs.
Will,
welcome,
I love Will.
Welcome to the DDS sub crew. Dr. Carlos, Lord Vash, Toaster Party, hi buddy, Ryan Ernest, and Something's Wrong. Hype Train level 3. Or sorry, Something's Wong. Thank you for those gift subs. And Myth, I think the streak thing, like you have to tick a box or something for it to show the streak. I don't know why it's like that, but
I get my 1 year streak pretty soon as a tier 3 sub. I'm also a tier 3 sub on the Corinne Cubs Twitch stream.
I love that you're a tier 3 sub to the stream that you operate, which means that you're basically paying yourself to get less money.
Yes. Well, because I'm a big proponent of the idea that if you don't advocate for yourself, who will?
That's true. That is true.
So I'm here advocating for me every single day, and I'm a tier 3 sub to me, and I'm a tier 3 sub to Corinne.
That's right.
Plus, I think I'm a tier 3 sub to her.
Corinne deserves it.
I send her a lot of money every month, so I'm pretty sure I'm a tier 3 sub.
Yeah, you send her hush money every month. Yeah.
Yeah, I send her hush money. She's beta testing the VN right now, and I need to actually get her. I need to get her an updated build, hopefully at the end of the day Friday. But
yes.
she already found some bugs in there.
Things are shaping up.
Yeah, I'm happy with how the VN's turning out. We're doing mini games all day.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. All right, so we're going back. I think we can get over to the. No, I need a key to get down to where that is. Where key?
Twitch is indeed stupid, Myth. I agree.
Yeah, Twitch is
speaking
dumb.
of stupid,
let's go explorate.
Is Steam working? Hey, Steam's working now. Okay, cool.
Steam.
Hello, people on Steam, if you are there. We are broadcasting to you as well.
We're doing announcements a little ways into the stream, though, just so if for folks showing up, we are going to announce the Railbreak PS4 release date. We're going to announce my Impossible port.
Yep.
A bunch of other stuff. So we're just waiting for that prime moment that Twitch says when we have the most people here.
Waiting for that moment where Twitch says, "Do the thing. Now's a good time."
Do the needful. I'm teaching CMM all the corporate talk from my.
Yeah, I know. That's all I keep hearing. That phrase will haunt me in my nightmares.
Me and Will and Shazbot and everybody just do the needful. Because all of us either managed or worked with offshore teams, so we're all familiar.
Yeah, that's. I'm glad I haven't.
Yeah, lucky you.
Lucky me. I've only worked with an inshore Evan.
Oh, are we announcing on this stream, CMM, that we're doing our live election stream, election night in November? Me and you, we're doing the full Kornacki thing. We're gonna have our sleeves rolled all the way up. Sleeves are gonna be up here.
I have not signed off on this.
We are gonna have a smart board. We're gonna be live blogging the election. It's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be offensive.
Dude, I hate smart boards. When they started putting those in school, they're the most useless wastes of freaking money. I hope
we're gonna have Falco. No, I agree with you, but we're gonna have Falco doing the CNN thing where we're just gonna have clips of him walking across a room to a smart board. Whoa!
Oh.
God damn it! I got Kornacki'd.
Is that an official term?
That's an official term. That dude just fucking Kornacki'd me. You know what? No, because I keep forgetting what the fire button is. We're taking this guy down with a headshot.
Oh, right. Wasn't the fire button, like, something circle or something?
That did not kill him.
That was not a headshot. Well, I guess the game decided it wasn't a headshot.
Use fire attack, Jill.
Set him on fire.
Wait, why isn't the hallway burning down? This place looks very flammable.
It's fine.
God, I cannot believe I got Kornacki'd there. I'm gonna heal.
Hello, Dr. Carlos.
Dr. Carlos. Isn't there handgun rounds here?
There probably are.
I love that. I'm sure almost nobody on stream has actually played this game, and I'm like giving the worst masters class where it's like, oh, I got the shotgun. I'm just gonna use it on everything.
Yeah, things are good over here, Doc. I hope you are doing good as well. Will, we're playing.
Barry speaking. CMM, Barry speaking.
Oh, okay.
Jill, got any good news?
Other than I'm still alive in this madhouse?
Why does Madhouse have quotes?
Here either. We better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
You tell him, Barry.
Let's split up again.
Let's split up, gang!
Look what I've found.
What?
A can of fizz. Sure to yellow and mellow those things.
Jill's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Hopefully you won't have to use it.
I got acid shells.
Thank you for the hype train, everyone.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
I like the buddy system we have here.
Oh, yeah, it's Magnum.
Thanks. I'll take it.
See you later.
Ciao.
I'm gonna let chat when we get there give me the choice if we steal Barry's Magnum and leave him for dead or not.
Good luck at work, Doc.
All right. Can we get out to actually? Can we get out to Forest here already with the sword key? I don't actually know. Because if we can get out to Forest, I want that fucking grenade launcher. Nah, it's locked. Emblem of armor. Typical fucking Forest.
In case people are wondering, and Will isn't just joking, this is Resident Evil 1 Remake, being played on PS5. I believe
This
it's
is
the
Outbreak
PS4
the Nightmare
version.
Chronicles being played on PS5.
And yes, if you're just joining us, exclamation point ticket for a chance to win a copy of Railbreak on the winner's platform of choice.
Are we letting people pick PS4? Are we doing
No.
that?
No, not yet.
Boo!
Not yet.
Boo! CMM sucks! Boo!
Not yet.
The lockpick. All right, let's dance, fuckers. Headshots, let's go. Get him, Jillian.
Okay,
All right.
Will can pick PS4 if he wins, because he has all
Yeah, well-
platforms. He's the only one.
Ineffective! Oh!
Nice.
Remember, if you blow their heads off, they do not come back as Crimson Heads.
Yeah, because I don't have any heads to crimson on.
Walking backwards.
And Myth, you're in. You're good.
Yeah, Myth, what the fuck? Myth, just DM me whenever you want a fucking game. Come on. I unlocked it. Go me.
Twitch is good at being fucky. Yep.
Yeah, there's certain people in the community that I just allow them to DM me and just say, give me video game, and I'm like, fine.
Oh, after that tear you went on yesterday.
Oh, fucking Cyborg. He
Yeah.
never asked me for a fucking video. I gave him 50 fucking video games yesterday.
Hello, Holster. Welcome in.
Hey, Ulster.
We're doing pretty good. We're starting off with some Resident Evil 1, and then we're getting into Railbreak PS4 and some announcements and stuff. Thank
Holster,
you
send
for
us
the
a DM
raid.
so we can give you some giveaway codes for your streams for
Yeah.
PS4.
Yeah, feel free to shoot us a DM on Twitch or whatever's easiest for you, and we'll get you some codes to give away.
Yeah. Holster streams are great. I listen to them every now and then. I heard coverage of Railbreak was fantastic too.
They
And
said
she did Dino Break too. She did Dino Break.
they said they're gonna restream Railbreak again soon too, because they loved it. So
Yes.
that's awesome. Thank you.
Fantastic. Yeah, they're
thank
awesome.
you.
Huge fan. All right, let's reload the shotgun. Do it.
We'll
All right.
have more Railbreak conversation later.
So CMM, this is a very difficult part of the stream because we're about to fight dogs, and as you all know, when we fight dogs in an evil game, we talk about Comcast Business Internet.
That's true.
So here's the problem. They really pissed me off a couple days ago, so I was really looking forward to fighting some dogs on stream. So I basically, they came back to me, as folks will know, long-term viewers will know that Comcast and me have had a relationship.
Yeah, you have history.
And we have history together. And one of the things that I've been asking for Comcast over the last 4 fucking years is, can we have faster internet speeds? And longtime listeners will know that their response to me is, we can get you a cell phone plan. Which
is not the answer to that question.
which is just for the record, that is not the answer to that question. When I'm filing FCC complaints saying that uptime is shit and you're trying to run me out of business, the answer is not, we can get you a cell phone plan. So they came back about a week ago and said, hey, guess what? We sell cell phone plans. And I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. I lost it. I fucking lost it with the rep. He was a new rep too. I think he just joined the company.
You traumatized him.
I went fucking ballistic on this guy. And then I got so fucking mad after that because I basically said to him, I said, don't ever speak to me again unless you're about to offer me faster speeds. And he says, all right, I'll go off and look and see if we have anything available for you. Because they like to say, like, well, we can run dedicated fiber out to your business for only, CMM, and this is a real price, for only $1,400 a month.
Oh.
They can run fiber out. And you know what the best part about that fiber is, CMM? It is the same upload and down speed in both directions, but it's a fifth of the download speed to raise my upload speed slightly for $1,400 a month.
Oh.
So I was understandably not great to be around in that conversation, and they went away. So A few days later, I get a notice from Comcast that they're raising my bill $80 a month going forward. And at that point, I just lost it. There's no other way to sum that one up, and I went berserk. And filed an FCC complaint, emailed them, and said, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And they came back, and this guy must have been thanking God that this happened when he took over my case. They finished the fiber upgrade in the area, and they're ready to roll out faster speeds for us at a discount.
Oh.
So it's very difficult for me to get into the whole fighting the dogs here and talking about Comcast Business Internet. So what we are going to do is we're going to talk about the Comcast Business Internet that existed before a week ago, and not the current one.
Not the new
that's coming out
transformed.
tomorrow. Right,
Not
that's
the
not
new
the current one
improved.
coming out to give me the new modem tomorrow. Now, if that new modem fucks up and they don't give me the discount and the speeds are somehow worse, sometimes worse, yeah, we're right back to current Comcast Internet.
Well, at least they didn't send out the new modem today to mess the stream up.
All right. So this room, so Jill hates animals. I don't know how else to say it at this point. As
Character
established,
flaw.
as was established in the opening video, she hates animals of all kinds because the dogs are eating her friends, and she's not being nice to the dogs. So this is the part of the game where you actually have to fight the dogs to get a key by blowing a dog whistle. So let's see if I can get through this without dying, because this is the one part of Resident Evil 1 I die at a lot, and we didn't fucking save.
Okay.
Did I use the whistle?
I don't know that you did.
It's not necessary to use this now. Jill, I disagree. Or did I? I did use the whistle, didn't I? Here we go! Comcast! Comcast! Oh, I got the mid-air shot!
Ooh, nice.
All right, so now I'm feeling tough. We have 2 shotgun shells left because I've wasted all of our shotgun ammo. He's already taken a shotgun shell. I'm gonna finish him off with the handgun because I think I can save ammo here. Watch me die, or watch me win.
I mean,
but yeah, from the to the Comcast from a week ago and before, fuck you. New Comcast. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
hello, Stewie.
Hey, Stewie.
Will says he has a coworker that went with cell phones for his kids. They told him that they would tell him when he was reaching his data limit, and they never did. Ended up with an $800 bill.
Yep, and that's why I buy unlimited data. We actually just switched our cell phone plan, too. Our other unpaid sponsor of the stream is Mint Mobile. Julie and I just switched over to them. $15 a month, unlimited data, 5G. As far as we can tell, it is better than the AT&T service we had.
Damn.
And it is like 8% of the cost of what we were paying for AT&T before.
I may need to look into that because I also use AT&T.
Yeah, and are you enjoying paying $350 a month?
It's
for,
not fun.
Yeah, so Mint Mobile, we've been on them for a month now. Unpaid sponsor of the stream, of course, but you probably don't need this dog whistle anymore. I don't know, Jill. Maybe you're gonna get angry later.
Comcast, for Will, Comcast took a channel away that he actually watched and said that they saved him money.
That sucks. All right, so
That's funny.
I defeated the dogs without getting hit. I've earned myself a combo.
Oh no, that's not a reward.
Oh, it's awful.
Mm.
Oh god, they've really been underneath that couch cushion for a while.
Oh god, I love couch combos.
It's both too salty but too stale at the same time. All right.
The perfect balance of salt and stale.
Yeah. All right. So Jill's got a shiny new key, and I'm praying to God that it's to this door because I need to refill the kerosene badly, because we're about to have a very serious Crimson Head problem. No, it's the fake key, so this isn't a key. Damn it.
Apophis loves his ISP. It is a local
Oh, is it?
telecom co-op, so he's not a member, or so he's a member, not a subscriber. So rates can't be raised without a vote. Profits are redistributed to members, etc. Isn't that nice? That sounds like a positive experience. I wouldn't know what that's like.
Shit, son, there's kerosene in that room. We're going. But we're seriously about to have a Crimson Head problem here.
So is this like kind of where they start all like waking up?
Yeah. I always love that the director for this game says, oh, the algorithm that determines when Crimson Heads comes up is so secret and nobody, even 23 years later, knows how it's going to work. And I'm just sitting there just like, yeah, after I shoot some dogs, Crimson Heads come.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Jill, you got a shiny new key, and I'm praying to God that it's to this door because I need to refill the kerosene badly, because we're about to have a Crimson Head problem here. So And honestly, where we go to use this fake key, that's where the first one always shows up. But I'm concerned about this dumb bastard on the floor.
So,
He's weirding me out.
so do the Crimson Heads look visually different?
Yeah, they're red.
Oh, they do turn red. Okay.
Yeah, and they're crazy powerful. A lot of health. Fighting them with a handgun is like a suicide mission.
Do they ever show up in other Resident Evil games?
It's a one-off, and they did it just to differentiate from the original.
That's interesting. I mean, I like that they differentiated, but it would be kind of neat to see something like that return.
For pros who have never played this game before, the fake shotgun when you're Chris, that's what you got to pick up and use it in the room. Because Barry doesn't save you when you're Chris, because Barry ain't got no time for Chris.
Oh, when you're in the room that crushes you. So is Chris able to save himself?
If he puts the fake shotgun on the rack beforehand, he can save himself. But if he doesn't, he dies every time in that room because Barry don't care. That's a satisfying burn.
It is a nice burn.
Chat's going to scream, I'm going to go waste the kerosene here, just have a full tank for the next area, and we're actually going to save.
Don't forget, exclamation point ticket for the giveaway, a copy of Railbreak, for the platform of your choice, except for PS4, unless you're Will.
Unless you're Will.
Unless you're Will.
Well, I'll make the exception for Will, Myth, and Zarina, of course. Zarina gets all the games for free because she's the mayor of our town.
It's what happens, yeah. Just how that works.
We kind of need Zarina's support to stay in business, so
It smells fairly unpleasant, just like that bag of combos.
Oh god, they're not great. That bag was open. It was underneath this couch cushion next to me. Not great. All right, let's save because we are now flush with ink ribbons.
It's time for a fail and save.
Fail and save, baby. All right.
God, I wonder. So this is PS4 version, but the GameCube version you would save on a memory card. So I'm curious what happens in that version if you try to save and there's not enough memory.
It just throws up a message. They don't do any Game Boy Color shit with.
They don't do any jump scares.
Yeah. And what are you running from?
Bum, bum, bum,
I want to
bum,
meet that guy in Japan, and I want to with him and just like
I want to shake his hand, thank him.
Yes, I want to shake his hand and be like, you knew the audience for this thing was like 8-year-old kids, and you put that in there.
Perfect.
You are the coolest person I've ever met.
Yeah, the kids deserved it. I deserved it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna drop the shotgun because we only have 2 rounds for it. So we're gonna be doing some pistol running here. But we have a lot of defense items, so I'm really not too concerned.
I'm very sad that we don't get a jump scare. Actually, I'm not sad.
I actually have to take the shotgun because we're gonna run into a Crimson Head. Shit.
Welp.
All right, you're coming with a shotgun.
So Chris's inventory is smaller in this game?
Yes, his is smaller, but he can take tremendously more damage than Jill.
No.
He's a big boulder punching asshole.
Say, sounds like Capcom.
I also love that even in this game, Chris, Jill, and Barry have like 30 years of history, and I believe Chris is 25 and Jill is like 24 in this game. And they're like, yeah, we go way back, several decades ago.
We go way back.
We go way back.
I also, and Jill is seeing zombies definitely for the first time.
Yeah, but when you find Rebecca in Chris's game, she's like, oh, what's going on here? And then if you played Resident Evil 0, she's basically killed 1,000 zombies and super monsters at that point. But Chris is like, don't worry, the big man is here. And she's like, save Chris. And it's just like, she just killed everything.
Yeah.
Also, where's all of her weapons? You end Resident Evil 1 with like a grenade launcher, a flamethrower, a super shotgun, and she's like, all I've got is my handgun.
Yeah, she put him in the item box and forgot.
Yeah. I love how Resident Evil 0 ends too, where it's just her and Billy parting ways, and she's like, hey, there's a scary mansion, I'm gonna go down there. And Billy's like, I'm leaving, bye. All right, what is the optimal route actually to get back? Well, we gotta go get the gem actually, so we do gotta take a little bit of a pit stop.
Can't wait to see my first Crimson Head.
Yeah, this Dr. Pepper is a choice. But it was so cheap.
It's so affordable that I love how bad it tastes.
It's like I'm like Homer Simpson when he's eating the expired plankton at the 33-cent store, and he's like, "It's so cheap though. 12 cans for $3.39. I'd be a fool not to buy."
That's so true.
All right, we gotta run down here, get the gem out of the dining room, which I'm sure Barry is still sitting in and examining that blood. I'll be examining this.
I'll be examining this. Stares into a
And,
blood puddle.
and he's like poking it with the tip of the revolver too. He's just like, just gonna move this dried blood molecule around a little bit. Doing a full fucking lap here.
Hmm.
All right, we've got our gem.
Will's been drinking bubbly water that costs 3 times the amount it should. Hell yeah.
Oh, I mean, you know, Will lives it. He lives it big. He's like he's incredible.
Thank you for the follow, Weather. That is a gem. It looks like a Chaos Emerald.
It is a Chaos Emerald. Yes, we have to go the original run from the beginning of the game to get to the room with the key. That's right. It's all coming back to me now.
All according to plan.
All coming back to me. Again, for all you youngins watching who were born 10 years after this game came out, this was originally a GameCube game, and it looked this good on the GameCube. There's a little bit more shadowing, self-shadowing here, but it looked almost this good on the fucking GameCube. Oh, we got a problem. Well, we might have a problem.
Is that the sound of a Crimson Head?
Where'd the body go? There's no body here anymore.
Oops. Would you be able to burn that body?
Yeah. Yeah, you would. I don't actually remember this body getting up and leaving. I wonder if we're about to run into 2 fucking Crimson Heads.
Is that the sound Crimson Heads make?
No, that's a crow, CMM.
Oh, that's a
sound
crow.
crows. Yeah, it's
Okay.
crows. A small-birded animal.
Listen, I never know what to expect here. GameCube also had infinite grenade launcher ammo. That's fun.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's been bringing that up, but we're not cheating. We're playing on hard mode because we're pros. And we're not cheating.
I don't know about pros.
Okay, so just as a pro tip, the Crimson Head's still on the ground there. If you were to try to burn his body here, it will work earlier if you do it earlier, but if you try to burn his body here, Jill will actually fail to burn the body. I believe she does spend one of your kerosene doing it, and the Crimson Head jumps you. So,
oh god.
But we're too pro for that.
Yeah, we already know.
Let's dance!
Oh my god.
Headshot.
The thing, he sounded like a chainsaw. I don't know how to explain what I just heard. He sounded like a chainsaw.
That was a very lucky hit I got there, too.
Yeah,
you almost never got them.
Oh. No, that's a normal one.
Get the headshot, Jill!
No.
No. Alright, let's burn his ass.
Turn to burn his remains.
Oh, shit stacks. Get him, Jill! Did that take some of my kerosene? No, thank God.
It's always so weird because it looks like the body's not going to burn, and then, like, there's a couple seconds, and then it burns.
Oh, I'm out of handgun ammo. Man, we're really fucking low on ammo. Good lord.
Is Evan a friend of the Crows? That's what Will wants to know.
Well, we're not gonna screw with them in the puzzle room because they'll eat you. But
Oh, okay. That's
I
fair.
don't much care for crows. This is another fun room. You can get in here at the beginning of the game because I mean the door was unlocked, obviously. Yeah. This is another great room that you can get killed in very early if you don't know the puzzles, which I always enjoyed. So there's a key here, and you're like, oh, I need keys. And then it blocks you in here, and then
You die.
that comes after you. It's block tower style.
Hell yeah.
So you just put in the fake key, walls go back. Jill is gonna be just fine with her 6 handgun rounds and 1 shotgun shell
She
left.
will not be a Jill sandwich.
I have been just wasting ammo on this run. It's locked, an emblem of a helmet. There's so much fucking ammo back there, too. I wish I could go in there.
Crows have a good memory, according to Will. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't make it my business to interact with crows very often.
Well, that's why I keep Will around. It's those facts that he gives you. Like, you know, like we'll just be there in Discord at 2 p.m. and he'll be like telling me like what the rarest flower on the planet is, and I'll be like, thanks, Will.
They
that's
can
good to know."
recognize faces. Oh no.
All right, armor keys. So we are going.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about the... Stewie says he'd love to meet the people that designed the buildings in Resident Evil. Would love to hear about that process. Especially for something like this, where it's entirely in the mansion.
I think it's the armor key down here. We're gonna do some explorating.
The alternate title for this game is Chris Redfield's Mansion, just like Luigi's Mansion after it.
That boulder punching asshole. Where did this body go? I'm legitimately freaked out.
Well, the crows are having fun. I didn't even notice them originally in the room. Feel like you'll be figuring out what happened to that body soon.
Yeah, I don't remember, and I'm scared.
Stewie said the elaborate traps are something I want to adopt into my security plan. Booby trap your entire house.
So here's where we're at. I don't know if the door down there on the left is the armor key.
Okay.
And I have 6 handgun rounds and a shotgun shell, and I've got Mr. Man over there.
Mr. Man. As you do.
Nope, we're not doing it.
Okay.
We're gonna try a different door that I'm gonna pray to God is also an armor key door because I know there's 15 handgun rounds in it.
Hello, BX Latino Heat.
BX Latino Heat!
And hello, Bleak.
Bleak.
Did you hit the graveyard yet? Asks Techno Union.
No, we are not there, and we will, when we visit, we will be doing the puzzle and getting the Magnum. And then, I said already, earlier on stream, we will let chat decide if we steal Barry Burton's Magnum. That's gonna be a live chat decision. It's locked. Well, this is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
This is
He's talking about the one out back with the shotgun rounds.
Oh yeah, that's one of the first places you go in the game. Yeah. That does feel like that increases the chance though that door was an armor key door back there.
Can that change?
No, it's not. There's no randomization. Let's think this through. Just through like a couple of pros. Is there ammo upstairs? We can probably get into Richard's hallway, and I think there's handgun rounds up there. All right. Oh wait, no. You know what we can do? I think we can get out to Forest and get the grenade launcher, which would solve a whole lot of problems for us. Come on,
Stewie,
armor door.
A lot of my friends are like that with certain games where they play randomizer so much that they start forgetting where stuff is vanilla.
Yeah, me and Simon were talking about doing randomizers on stream. I think that is a thing we will look into at some point.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun, given that I'm a pro at these games.
Mm.
Oh shit! Does Forrest get up? Hold on. Oh god. This is either going to be a master stroke for me, or I'm about to get us killed for like no reason.
Hell yeah, death.
Jill, just take the fucking gun from him.
And double tap.
Give me the gun. Give me the gun. Forrest is giving up the ghost. Give me the gun. Give me the gun. All right. Forrest. I'm gonna just run away now. Bye.
I like seeing what Techno Union says in chat and then seeing what you actually end up doing.
So if you go down further down the hallway there is items down there, but I believe that will reanimate Forrest, and we are really not in a position to be fucking around with Forrest right now.
So who is Forrest? Is he one of the?
Forrest was one of the Alpha Team members.
Aha.
No, wait, no. She's an Alpha Team member. No, she's a Bravo Team member. No, she's an Alpha Team member. Forrest was a Bravo Team member.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Where are we going here? Think this through. Let's be smart. I do not think I can get into Richard's room yet. Even if I could get into Richard's room, I don't really want to go in there. Let's try to take the long way around and see if we can get down to the plant.
That sound is upsetting.
Ah! Let it go. You have 3 more knives. Just let it go. Just walk away. He doesn't control you. Walking away. I'm not wasting a shotgun shell to try and get the knife back. I'd rather have the shotgun shell.
Techno says there's a missing zombie.
Oh, that's right. He's just gonna come fucking through the door on my ass.
No,
Great.
It'll take a while for him to make it around that corner.
Shit, I wonder if he'll be nice enough to bring me the fucking knife back.
Yeah, what
Wait.
happened there? So you used a knife on him? Or did he take one?
Oh god, that's right. This connects here. No, I used one of my. So if you have defense items, you get knives, tasers, grenades, and shit.
Mm-hmm.
If they grab you from the front, you can use the defensive item to stop from getting bitten. If they grab you from the back, you getting bitten.
Gotcha.
All right, we need to do some inventory managing.
Looks like it. Yeah, you got a full stack right now.
Let's see what we got here. This area is a one-way trip, so you want to have a very clean inventory for what we got to do here. So, we're gonna be God, I do want the gem though. We're gonna ditch this. I don't think we need the sword key down here.
You better hope not.
I'm actually a little concerned that I still have the sword key though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I should have had to use this by now, but we're gonna put that down. We're going to, how many ink ribbons we have? 3, 5, 3 and 5, and 2, 10. What we're saving. So we need the chemicals for the plant. We need the gem for. Oh, I bet you the sword key opens the gem room.
Dude,
no.
I just love that it says chemical to use on plants. Just why not just say like fertilizer or something like that?
Yeah, seriously.
Chemical to use on plants. Hello, Jaded. Announcements were not made yet. Don't worry.
I had fucking handgun rounds in the inventory.
That'll probably be happening in roughly a half an hour or so.
We're gonna spend this, which gets us another slot. We're gonna ideally be spending this, which gets us another slot. I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna gamble big here.
Okay.
We are gonna save though because we got ink ribbons for miles, so there's no reason not to save.
I'm selectively giving Evan advice from chat. I don't know if you have it open or not.
I know I don't have it open.
Okay, perfect.
Because the issue is on prior streams I had chat open. I was always looking over at it and it was slowing me down. And then it took us 5 streams to beat Resident Evil 3 on PS1, which is an hour-and-a-half game if you're going slow. And I basically made the decision that I cannot look at chat on streams anymore because it's literally stopping us from progressing through games.
Perfect. Now they can't help you either.
No.
Hi, Corin. Oh,
No,
that's what I forgot. I can't believe I forgot. Guys, I remembered to add a new emote this week.
Nice.
This is... What? They don't look very happy with us.
Oh, well.
Again, we're adding an emote every week leading up to the VN, except for last week because I forgot. So, here's your new emote.
Store is open. Okay.
Okay, Corin has played this game.
I don't believe that for a second.
She said, I haven't played this in a while, was thinking of going back.
Nice.
After you're just like, I don't believe her.
Oh, wait. There's an inscription here, a tiger glowing with blue and yellow light. Yeah, I have blue.
Okay, so that's the gem thing.
Thank you. I don't know why it fucking worked there, not before. Come on. Shotgun shells. Yes. Big money, no whammy.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right.
Corin said she only beat it once, though, as Jill. Well, maybe...
Jill is my favorite playthrough. Chris is a fucking idiot. Like, I like Rebecca's the high part of Chris's game.
Mhm.
But like then after you play Resident Evil 0, you're like, but Rebecca doesn't make any fucking sense.
Is that true?
I was like,
Did Corin
yeah, I
beat it
also
in 1 hour?
you beat this in 1 hour?
Well, Will claims that Corin beat it in 1 hour.
Oh yeah, well Will's a. Oh shit! No wait, if I pass here, do they come through the window? No, they don't. Excellent.
Evan, something
Yeah.
happened with your stream.
I don't know what that
Video
means.
is not like you can see a piece. Like I don't know. I think there's a window on top of your capture somehow.
Oh yeah, the capture stream is
The
just
capture,
black.
the capture stream just
Hold on.
freaked out. So we're gonna please hold. And no, Corin did not beat Jill in 1 hour. So
Hold on, I'm trying to. Hold on, I'm fixing this, guys. Hold on.
does Evan pay for lights? No. He's
No.
too busy spending the money on Comcast Business Internet.
All right. We got him, R2.
Did you?
Yep. All right.
Well,
Well, I mean, you tell me, is it working?
let me see real quick. Sorry, I did not see the button show back up. Here we go. And we're back.
All right. This puts us in a far stronger bargaining position here for this section. So here's what we're gonna do. We're ditching the handgun.
Okay. Seems fairly risky.
We will take the sword key because I'm concerned. I'm very concerned that I stole the sword key.
Okay.
I'm scared. The ride to the plant is a one-way trip. Once you come out, you do not want to stick around, and you'll see why.
Okay.
But at this point, if I can't kill what's ahead of me with 6 shotgun shells, I'm not killing it. So
Oh, techno. Why would I do that?
fail and save our way out of here.
So much more fun this way.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm actually doing this. I'm actually doing the optimal route here. This is incredible for me. Wait, did I break the plant chemical?
I don't know.
Oh god.
I
if
know it
did,
was in there at some point.
I just made a huge mistake.
Oh,
Okay.
no, there it is.
It's all right. Get him.
That is a very strange... That was not how I was expecting that to go. Thought you were gonna... It was gonna be, like, dumped out of it. Not submerge the bag. Oh.
Everybody out there wondering, that effect is not a it's not a particle system. It is an animated sprite. If anybody's
that's
curious,
neat.
this was before you had decent particle systems. But this sprite right here, this is actually pretty fucking good. It is a transparent sprite
Yep.
on a GameCube that's animated. Looks great.
Yeah. Looks very convincing.
All right, we got ourselves the helmet key. No, the first death mask.
I love having death masks.
A lot of healing items in here.
Stewie won.
Which is
Oh,
pretty-
hang on a moment. Sorry, guys. I don't know what just happened there. There we go. Stewie wishes that Capcom would have remade Resident Evil 1 and 0 similar to RE2 Remake.
Dewey, but I got news for you. You're not going to be waiting too much longer. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very likely that Resident Evil 1 is next. For folks who I'm going to assume everybody here has probably either played or been spoiled on the Resident Evil 4 remake. Wesker obviously is a part of that game, and he's a big part of the Separate Ways DLC. And it's very obvious that the way Resident Evil 4 ends is leading into Resident Evil 5. Imagine that. But Resident Evil 5 is a big fucking game, right? They're not gonna release Resident Evil 5 remake next year. So what's gonna happen is they got to stall for a couple of years, and we're probably gonna see Resident Evil 1 remake, and then we're gonna see Code Veronica because it fills in all of Wesker's story beats there, and Chris's story beats as well, because they're both important for Chris and Wesker. And then we're gonna probably see Resident Evil 5 remake. I would guess like 2028 or something. So I do really think we're headed for 1 and Code Veronica.
I'd like to see Code Veronica happen in particular.
Yeah, it's gonna need to be edited. I mean, Claire and Steve are two of the worst human beings on the planet. So,
Yeah, I remember we were talking about that.
Yeah, they're really, really open-minded towards others.
Will says he's saving his money for Silent Hill 2 remake and Pyramid Head's big day out.
Well, I mean, like me and CMM were talking about this. We're not going to go into any details here, but me and CMM, well, not me and CMM, CMM figured out what's going to happen in this Silent Hill 2
Oh
remake.
yeah, that's right.
And I am a believer now. I am a straight up fucking believer of what you told me. We're not going to repeat it here.
Yeah, we're not going to repeat it, but
we are super not repeating it here. But all I can tell you is CMM fucking nailed it. So.
Jaded says Resident Evil 9 Hell X is coming next year. That like Jason Goes to Hell.
I do love though that we were all convinced that Ethan's daughter was going to be the protagonist of Resident Evil 9, and now we're all convinced she is super not. So it's I'm interested to see where they go with that.
Helix, as in I totally did not realize that was an I. Okay, yes, that makes more sense.
Here you go. Here's your favorite note, everybody.
Itchy tasty.
Everybody wants / itchy tasty. There you go. Everybody in chat.
/ itchy tasty.
Everybody in chat is just clapping right now in front of their computers.
It's the new craze. Evan. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you had died, like your stream had died, but you're still here.
I'm just waiting for a nice moment of quietness.
There we go. Corn wants to know where are her DDS Outbreak remakes.
That was a terrible waste of ammo. 3 shotgun shells for a taser and 15 handgun rounds. Oh, hi. Watch this. Bro move! Is that smooth or what?
You
was
unlocked
that smooth or what?
That was great. Yeah, so where are the Outbreak DDS remakes?
Eat shit. The Outbreak DDS remakes?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, oh god, my volume's so loud now.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta fix. People in chat, I cannot believe anybody would actually want those. Like, just to be not to be rude to me, but like, what are folks like? Because I do actually get asked that a lot. Is, are we gonna remake the old games in Unreal Engine because everybody loves them? And it's like, do you really want me to remake the old Outbreak games that we released years ago, or would you rather we do Railbreak, Shades of Horror, the visual novel? Like seriously, like.
Yeah. I'm always more interested in new stuff.
Yeah, like who fucking wants that?
Stewie says I'm down, so we got one.
Everything I need to play the song is not back here, I don't think, right? So there's no point in picking this up. Hold on. Trying to think here.
You can't carry any more items.
That doesn't really fucking matter, does it, I guess?
Fail and save.
Alright.
No.
Is there red herbs in here? But it's like, that's my serious question. Like, you really want a fucking remake of Outbreak: The New Nightmare, or would you rather have Shades of Horror? Like,
I think the only one that would be kind of interesting to revisit is like the original Outbreak, but in like
an isometric overhead view in Unreal Engine. Yeah.
Yeah, or like completely different. Who knows? But then again, you might as well just make something new at that point.
Well, right. That's the whole thing. Is I do think if the of the original 8 games that we did on Unity, which I call those kind of our retro catalog.
Yeah.
If one of them were to be remaked, it would be Outbreak 2D, but it would not be like a shot-for-shot remake of it, because Outbreak 2D is very, very simple when you get down to it. I mean, like we did a lot of stuff right in that game, but it's a very simple game compared to like Dino Breaker and Contagious Memories. I think what would happen is it would be kind of like this remake, where it would be probably like a retelling of Outbreak 2D or something.
Yeah.
As like a side story in the Shades of Horror timeline, probably, because the hospital does obviously a different variation of the hospital persists into Shades of Horror, and Railbreak, obviously. But yeah, like we're not gonna remake New Nightmare or Nightmare Chronicles because like they were like they're fun games and they're great. They still sell great to this day. But I don't think they would be compelling remakes. Lost Hope is really like a side game in a lot of ways. It's a 2-hour really like short adventure, right? Like I don't know what else you'd fucking call that game. It's fun. It's very neat. It's super hard, but I wouldn't spend time remaking that. And then Epidemic was our original shot at like trying to make something like Shades of Horror where it plays more modern. But the problem with Epidemic was well, Unity's shit. We gotta go around.
Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't remake Epidemic because like Shades of Horror is doing what Epidemic set out to do way better. So like, why would I remake that? Endless Nightmares, you could argue, probably deserves some sort of like rethink for that game.
I'd like to see that style of game revisited.
Yeah,
Not
so
a
like
remake, just that
not
style
not
of
a
game.
remake of those areas and characters and stuff, but like truly procedurally generated could be cool, you know? Hi.
Corin says Nightmare Chronicles was their favorite old Outbreak game, Fighter. Jaded's
Bye,
favorite
shotgun
is
shells.
Outbreak 2D.
Yeah, I mean, like of the first 5. I mean, obviously, Dino Break and Contagious Memories I think they're better games than Outbreak 2D. But of the first 5 games, Outbreak 2D is the standout title. And look, it's not a surprise that title got our series started and got our business started because that game resonated with a lot of people. So
Stewie wants to know actually what year did Dead Drop start making games?
we started at the end of 2014, but we released the first game in January of 2017 on Steam. It was originally on Steam only. Our first Xbox release was June of 2017. We actually had been working with Xbox for almost 6 months before Outbreak 2D came out on Steam. And the original goal for Outbreak 2D was it was going to be a Windows Store game, which didn't happen for reasons. I actually have I don't have it anymore because it would never build anymore, but I had a cert complete version of Outbreak 2D on Windows Store with achievements and everything done. But it just we never released it because the demand simply wasn't there on that store, so we went to Steam. And then we just decided to go to Xbox because I really like Xbox. I still really like Xbox. And then so originally for folks who actually were playing our stuff in 2017, 2018, 2019, and most of 2020, or the beginning of 2020, our only console release was Xbox One for all the titles. And then in 2020, we moved over to the business full time, and as part of that, we finally had the time and the bandwidth. We made agreements with Nintendo and Sony, and that's how the Switch and PS4 versions came to be. And then obviously we were PS5 launch titles for the first 5 games. And then actually, when PS5 ports came out of our games, we were only still on Xbox One at that point. The Xbox Series XS versions of all the games came in January and February of 2021, and then Endless Nightmares was our first true everywhere release on consoles. Our first worldwide everywhere release was Endless Nightmares, then Contagious Memories followed, then Dino Break, Railbreak, all of that. And now we don't take it for granted, but it's kind of expected that when we release a game, it's on every platform.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. I mean, CMM will attest to it. I've been in cert now for like 4 weeks on and off.
That's all he's been in.
Yeah, for like the last couple of because we have a lot of releases that haven't been announced that are coming out in the next couple of months, and we're announcing one of them today.
Yeah.
Later on, and yeah, so like There was a time where we were just basically Steam and Xbox One, and it was not like until too long ago. You know,
Yeah, it's a lot
it
of
was
juggling.
2021.
A lot of juggling.
But the way that we release games is we build the games to be multi-platform from the ground up, which allowed us to do that. And I write the code to port them. I write it once, and I write it in a way that can be reused everywhere. And Unreal Engine has made that dramatically easier. Unreal Engine is so much better. It's well architected compared to Unity. That the guys who wrote Unreal Engine really thought about it as a multi-platform engine. Unity, like when you use Unity, Unity feels like a group of people were like drunk and like they had an idea there, and their idea was, well, what if we had a multi-platform game engine? And then they just did really bad at making it. Unreal Engine is
comment.
the Unreal Engine is the opposite of that. Those guys actually knew what they were fucking doing and put some serious thought into it. Honestly, that's why our release quality is up. I mean, obviously, Dino Break was our last Unity game. It took me almost a decade of development with Unity to release something as good as Dino Break. And then 2 months later, we released Railbreak, which is like a several generation leap over our Unity games, right? And we released that so fast on Unreal Engine because it's not a piece of shit.
Corin says she made the mistake of subjecting herself to Unity.
Yep.
Hello, M317.
And Corinne was making better stuff than me in Unity. The last build she sent me of the game she was making in Unity was fantastic. Corinne actually knows how to fucking make video games. She actually has a mind for like gameplay mechanics and stuff. I'm like a clown with that stuff. Like where I'm like, all right, guys, we're gonna have the number puzzle and we're gonna have an inventory, and like Corinne sent me this fucking thing with like these deep menus and like customization and a level that was really really cool looking that you could do a lot in, and I'm sitting there just banging some pots and pans together.
We are doing pretty well tonight, M317. How are you? You're actually just in time. We've been starting out with some Resident Evil, but we're going to be going into Railbreak PS4 and some announcement stuff soon. An emblem
Is this fucking helmet door?
of a helmet.
I would have sworn that this was not a helmet door. Okay, we have a... Well, fuck, we're going downstairs then. Great. Great. That's great. Everything is great. I think this is great.
Yeah, RPG Maker is also something that is difficult. But there's a lot of very interesting projects that people have made in there.
Yeah, RPG Maker is really, really cool, and that's been around, I mean, forever. I mean, that's...
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
still
RPG Maker was around
releasing
in
new
the 90s.
versions.
We were asked early on why didn't we use like RPG Maker to make the visual novel and stuff like that, because everyone was like, well, it seems like it's pretty well tailored towards a 2D game like that. And there were some other recommendations. There's like a game thing called Game Maker or something, 2D or something.
The Game Maker Studio.
Why did you do that? And my reason is, and it's like, is Unreal Engine a little overkill for a visual novel? Yeah. But we already wrote all the code for Unreal Engine, right? Like to port games. It's locked. What fucking door do I need to go into? Oh, upstairs. But the whole thing with us is we're able to release multi-platform releases and games at the quality that we're doing because we use high-end tools, you know, we write our code once that can be used everywhere. So I don't want to make the VN in Game Maker or RPG Maker or something because I don't get to use all the code that I wrote. The other thing too is Unreal Engine like lets us do a lot of advanced stuff if we want to, which we do some of it in the VN. And that stuff just wouldn't be there for Game Maker. The other thing too is I know I need my game to run everywhere, right? Yeah. I don't know if Game Maker and RPG Maker can run everywhere, but I can guarantee you porting them to all the consoles is going to be a lot more fucking work than porting Unreal Engine. I don't want to go in there yet. We're gonna see Richard in a minute. Don't worry.
Especially as a studio that's our size that essentially has one developer, you know, splitting time and resources between multiple different engines as opposed to becoming very familiar with one that's multi-purpose is just more efficient for us.
Yeah, and the other reason too is like we didn't use anything off the shelf for the visual novel. We ended up I wrote the visual novel engine myself because originally we were looking at asset packs for like pre-made visual novel game. You know, just import your story and you're ready to go. And we did take a moment and look at all those. And then I was sitting there talking to Julia, and it was just kind of like, well, but we have a very specific idea of what we want to do with the visual novel. We knew we had certain mini games we wanted to do. We wanted to have full control over it. I wanted all my porting code to just work. I didn't want to be digging around in somebody else's code base trying to figure out, well, okay, now we need to have this mini game that does this. What do we do here?
Right.
And eventually we were just like, well, let's just write it ourselves. And it was absolutely the right call. It was more complicated than I was expecting. I will admit that I was talking a very big game at the beginning of the visual novel. But uh it was the right call to do it, and now we have our own custom engine that we can use for other visual novels and for other things that we have planned in the pipeline that we have not announced.
Yeah.
So
Apophis says back in the day they self-taught themselves to make an asteroids clone in C++. Hell yeah, baby.
that is the way.
I remember attempting and messing around with BASIC when I was younger to attempt to do anything.
Basic was fun. I always loved that you had the Nibbles and Gorilla's source code just right there that you could look at and figure out how they built it, and you could just modify it. Basic was really cool like that. This is not going well.
I'll say that seems to not have been the correct move.
I do not remember the answer to this puzzle. This is great. This is going real fucking great for me. I don't remember the solution.
10
I'm not.
10 print will be rocks 20 go to 10.
Yep. Basic was a fun language though. What am I doing wrong here?
I'm not
Hold
sure,
on.
but you're
It's that one,
working.
and then it's this one. No, hold on. It's this one, and then it's this one. That's the right order.
Okay.
And then the other one moves in on its own. Fuck! No, it's hold on. This, and then bottom right. It's bottom right, and then it must be bottom left. Is NetJam Jr. in chat?
No.
God, is Corinne in chat?
Maybe
this fucking game.
Maybe Techno Union will be able to help you.
What am I doing wrong here? I thought that was the fucking answer to this.
Especially if I actually tell you his help this time.
No, you know what? No, this is a matter of principle.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna.
No, you know what? I bet you it's that, and then this, and then lower left. I'm going with that, and then lower left. God, fuck no! Hold on.
Brute forcing it.
Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't need their help. I'm the best.
I'm the best.
No.
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 I'm the worst.
I'm gonna push the shit out of that switch.
Corin, for the record, Corin did have faith in you.
Yeah, she's very supportive.
Maybe someday.
Hey, let's look at this jewelry box that Jill just found. Oh, it's so pretty. There's a switch. Will you push it? Hell yeah, I will.
Another switch? Multiple switches?
The death mask!
Oh, yes. My favorite jewelry thing to put in a jewelry box. And now you have... Are there more than 2 death masks, or are there only 2?
There are 4 death masks. 4!
Red, blue, green, yellow?
We are not. We're gonna not go to Richard just yet. In a moment, don't worry. We'll have our awesome Richard cutscene soon. We will save Richard so we can watch him be a badass. I believe here. A lot of good loot in this room. This is the room to be in. Fucking red herb there too. That's
Place to
huge.
be.
Red herbs are rare as shit in this game.
I don't even recall if I've seen more than one yet.
Mm-hmm. A lot of healing items here too. This room rocks. First aid spray. I think there's ink ribbons in here too.
Well, I bet in the context of a randomizer, Stewie, yeah, those masks are probably a pain to find.
Oh, I'm sure.
I do like the music in this area too, Techno.
Oh, the music in this game was dynamite. I'm sure everybody knows the story of the Resident Evil Director's Cut soundtrack. It's kind of infamous.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know, Resident Evil 1 had a really good soundtrack, actually. It was really cool. And then when they did the Director's Cut in the DualShock edition, they hired a quote-unquote famous composer to like augment the soundtrack and redo some of it. And the guy was a fraud. Basically, I think the story is that he said that he was deaf, right?
Yeah.
And he was considered this savant who was deaf and could make decent music. And he did the soundtrack for Resident Evil 1 director's cut. The deal was though that he was a complete fraud, and I think it came out almost 20 years later that he pretended to be disabled. And I see him correct me. I don't think that he actually had any real music knowledge. I think the music was also a scam that he produced, right?
Yeah, I think he had someone also helping him, like Shadow, composing some stuff.
Right. So
I can't remember. It was a whole sordid tale.
But it must have been fascinating to be at Capcom because, like, again, like, yeah, sure, this guy was a fraud and he turned in terrible work. But it then had to get approved at Capcom, and I would have loved to be in the meetings where they're listening to that terrible soundtrack.
The basement mansion, mansion basement theme.
The basement. And like, there must have been an executive going, "Yeah, but he's famous, guys. Think of how that'll help sales and shit like that."
Yeah.
It was like a whole group of like lower level employees going there, like. But listen to it, dude. Well, actually, you know what? I have an East Asian Studies degree and I've lived in Japan. I actually know how this goes. That's a very Japanese business organizations historically are very, leader-centric in terms of seniority and right, like and stuff like that. So probably, honestly, the lower level guys were probably not comfortable enough to voice, that this is complete bullshit. And the upper level guy probably didn't really fucking give a shit because he was probably just there for the money at that point. And probably the most vocal that those guys got with their executives was when they were out drinking, which for anybody who's not aware of Japanese culture, drinking is a huge part of the culture. One of the reasons why drinking in the work culture is so big is that the time when you go out to drink after your day of work with your superiors typically, the idea is that all the social norms get relaxed when you're all drinking. So that's your chance to tell your boss to go fuck himself in a safe area. And that's why that culture exists, because it is actually a way to pass feedback up to the upper levels, which would be typically very inappropriate to do in the workplace. In the workplace, you would be expected to follow orders, not like a mindless drone or anything, but there's a rigidity there that you're not going to tell your boss to go fuck himself in the middle of the office. But when you're out drinking at 1 a.m. after working for 12 hours and your boss is completely wasted, you're sitting there telling that guy to go jump off a fucking bridge. You're a dumbass. Don't take this guy's music. But there's only so much you can change. So that's my Japanese culture lesson. For anybody who doesn't know, I do actually have an East Asian Studies degree. I did live in Japan for over a year, so I'm not just talking out my ass. And then for everybody, I'll play the greatest hits for you all. Anime, manga. There you go.
Hello,
hey,
Cyborg.
No, don't say hi to Cyborg. Hey, CMM, guess what? I'm gonna trigger you.
Oh God.
Compass.
Eh.
I learned that that's one of your buttons now. Compass.
No.
For the remasters, we're talking about Resident Evil 1 remake now. The remake got a remaster. So there was Resident Evil 1, then Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut, Resident Evil 1 DualShock Edition. Then there was the Resident Evil 1 remake on GameCube, and then there were remasters, which we're playing on We're playing the PS4 version backwards compatibility on PS5. The remaster of the remake of Resident Evil 1. So the models were updated a bit in the remaster of the remake, but not a ton. And I just want to point out something here. We're examining the first aid spray bottle here. this is a pretty high polygon model and was pretty high polygon on the original GameCube hardware. It's a little higher polygon here though, but you can still see how they did that they did the circle. It's obviously it's angled. There's still angles here. It's not like a perfect pixel circle with this thing, because obviously making circles with a model in the 2000s and the 90s was incredibly triangle intensive to do. But I just want to point this out, that this is like a little level of detail that I don't think a lot of people would notice. This is a pretty good looking circular model.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to call that out.
I do
And that's
love
something that did happen in the original games. We showed the original Resident Evil 1, the director's cut, unfortunately, but we did show it on the last stream. The model viewer, where you can examine your handgun and other models, it's very, very high polygonal models for a PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I do think this game's element of like sometimes you need to inspect objects and like find things on them is very interesting.
Mm-hmm. And we have our first inspection puzzle appearing in... Oh, everyone be quiet. Barry's speaking.
Jill.
Barry, I didn't mean to get you that excited.
Right. Anyway, you should read this.
Jill, researchers will. A letter is slipped inside. The top part of the letter is torn off. I wonder if we'll ever find the rest of the letter later on in the game. Michael Crackhorn is the only reason you read this.
Crackhorn.
Or Martin Crackhorn. That's just outstanding. The translator for this game had fun.
0 notes.
What do you make of it?
Well, I guess we were right about this mansion being
I guess
quite
we were right
unnatural.
about that Martin
Word
Crackhorn.
understatements.
Where's the part that's torn off?
Well, my only guess is that it was the most important part, and somebody didn't want anyone to see it. Let's continue our investigation.
So let's just really quick rehash here. In the game lore, Barry is the old man in the game. I believe Barry is like 37 here. And for anybody who's played Japanese games, being 37 means you're a senior citizen in a Japanese video game. but I love that. I love that Barry Burton, who let's just be generous. Let's say he's been on the force almost 20 years at that point. What do you make of this, Jill? Well, it looks like this mansion is kind of a natural. That's what I'm thinking too. It's just like that's the 20 years of experience that Barry brings to an investigation.
It sure looks weird. Yep.
Yep. Pretty fucking weird, Jill.
Just letting you know, Ev, we're at around 8:30.
Okay, we should probably let's just finish this puzzle and we'll save.
Yep. Fail and save.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Nothing.
Oh, actually, do we even have enough inventory space for this? We do not.
Nothing.
And yeah, I do not think I can ditch this. No, because I have to pick up the other lore, don't I? I can't just move it over here. Yeah. Any chance I can just use it here? No, you actually have to pick up the other one. All right.
It's not necessary.
We're gonna go save, and then we will be back in this room because we do have to move on to announcements and Railbreak PS4 stuff. So let's Martin Crackhorn our way back to the save room. I literally read that note just because I knew you would enjoy that. That was my gift to you, CMM. Martin Crackhorn.
Thanks, Stewie, for joining us. We'll catch you soon.
I think that Stewie's like, I don't give a shit about the announcements.
Apophis wants to know, have you heard about Crow Country?
What the fuck is Crow Country?
It's an homage to 90s horror set in a theme park. It's an indie horror game that's upcoming. That sounds vaguely familiar to me.
Somebody send me a link, please. I would like to see that. We're just gonna empty out. We're just gonna save and move on to Railbreak here. But before we save, just any quick inventory management that's worth doing. No. The handgun's fully loaded. We do not have more shotgun shells?
Guess not.
Nope, so we're saving and that's it. Oh, wait. Shit on the floor to pick up. Holy shit.
Shit.
That's right, Barry leaves you items. This game goes very tight on ammo, and then it just goes insane on ammo, and now we are basically just armed to the teeth for the rest of the game. So, all right. We are failing saving and moving
Yay! I love failing
on.
saving.
Yay! All right, I'm gonna kill the stream.
Okay, let me switch over to the thing real quick.
To you doing the needful.
Hello.
That way, I want to switch into Railbreak.
Yep, I have switched to the chatting screen. So what you guys are seeing right now are some screenshots from the PS4 version of Railbreak. We are going to be playing that. We are going to be playing that next.
Why don't you run the trailer, CMM? I'm just gonna run to the restroom quick, and then we'll move into everything.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let me get that. I'll put the Railbreak content update trailer up real quick, and we'll be right back in just a moment.
It's the moment you've been waiting for. The most eagerly anticipated update for Railbreak. And it's coming right now.
Hey, it's Railbreak. Wait, are you trying to beat my high score?
"20 seconds left. Impressive score. Super glitch active. Five seconds left.
Well, at least the snacks are free now. Right? Right?
Time's up.
Long before the infection, there was peace, prosperity, and evolution, but now it's hell. The dead are everywhere. The smell of rotting flesh fills the air. Hours of time were spent in the AR, only to be filled with the memories of my staff's scream as they were eaten alive. Rookie mistake, but I survived. They won't. This city is not for the dead, but for the living. I will escape this hell at all costs, and we will wake from this nightmare.
Report suspicious activities.
As mayor, I know that a city is not just brick and mortar, but her citizens. We built this place with our hard work and devotion. Our beautiful city, the result of our hopes and our dreams. Therefore, it is the duty of each and every one of you, anyone who is left, to escape.
Get that PS4 patch out tonight.
Hello, we are back, and going to run an ad real quick because we're about to run into one. So I'm just gonna get it out of the way so it doesn't interrupt us. So
Subscriber only content time,
so
guys.
it's time. If hang on, I'll let you know when the ad starts.
So subscribers, hang on. We're gonna have a poll for you during the ad break.
Okay, it's the ad is now.
All right. Should Uri eat one of the couch combos, a dot that's been sitting here for 2 months, or the Mike and Ike box that I just opened up? What does Uri get?
Alright, subs. You get to decide his fate.
I hope they can hear the Railbreak music while this is going on too.
I think they can, yeah.
Yes.
Alright, we've got 2 votes for combos, 1 vote for all 3, 1 vote for Mike and Ike.
Combos win, baby.
We can run a scientific poll, but, you know. What's the fun in science when we can just torture Evan at a whim?
You know what I would describe it as? Meaty. A meaty flavor.
A meaty. That's
like
awful.
Full-bodied, aged. It's the cheddar, so it's aged cheddar. And an aftertaste that just screams probably should not be eating this. I mean, like, the aftertaste is just horrific. Not good.
Yeah, that sucks. Doo-doo cheddar is what Jade says.
It's not excellent. We're gonna wash that down with a Mike and Ike, and then I've moved on to cherry Dr. Pepper 0.
Hell yeah! All right,
Yeah,
looks
Mike
like
green Mike and Ike.
Looks like the ad has ended for most people. Okay, I hope the Mike and Ike was better than.
I just want to say, everybody who didn't get to see it, you missed key subscriber-only
Yeah, that was
content.
very
there during the
important.
ad break. It was huge. I mean, it was massive.
Will says
We ran
yeah.
a poll and everything.
Will says it has some of that under couch cushion gunk on the combos.
Oh, it's good, man. It's like how they like when we were all in like grade school. The hamburgers, they had to put filler in them. That's what that is.
Yeah, it builds character, something like that.
It does.
So again, what you guys are seeing right now are some screenshots from the PS4 version of Railbreak, which we are going to be playing shortly. We have created the PS4 version after a lot of optimization and a lot of just testing to see if it would be something that's even feasible, possible, or even fun on PS4. I personally think it looks great, and hopefully you guys will agree when you see it in action. So our first announcement today, if I can find the button, is the release date for the PlayStation 4 version. And spoilers, it's going to be out on Friday. We do have the PlayStation 4 version of Railbreak launching on Friday.
At noon.
At noon.
Noon Eastern, I think it is.
Yeah, I believe noon Eastern is the time. So if you have yet to play Railbreak, or if you would prefer it on the PlayStation 4, or maybe you have family or friends who only have PlayStation 4, that version is going to be available on Friday, and it features all the content that you would expect.
You must be having some serious GI stress if you've been AFK.
Well, but also CMM, for people who have a PS5, it is a separate trophy set, so you can get you can get an extra platinum. So this is backwards compatible on PS5. We're actually playing it on my PS5 right now in backwards compatibility mode. But for people who already own PS5 Railbreak, you could pick this up and get a whole second platinum trophy set out of it.
That is true. The trophy sets are separate.
Also, this game is a unique port of Railbreak compared to the other PC and next-gen ports. Long story short, some of the graphics that we used in the next-gen versions in PC, just basically they're just incompatible with the hardware. So one of the things that we ended up having to do was that this is a first-person only version of Railbreak. It never goes into third person at any point. The climbing, everything else just happens in first person. So it actually is a little of a unique title in that regard. Mm-hmm. Because we things like the metahuman hair and stuff like that, it's just not compatible. And the metahumans look very, very weird when they're bald. So
yeah, we don't think we want to subject people to that. So yeah, it is a very interesting port. I think people will be pretty impressed at how well it runs and how well it plays. We are going to be showing it.
Yep.
In regards to Tailbreak, I don't believe we are going to be talking yet about where that fits into the PS4 puzzle.
Yeah.
But we are excited to launch Railbreak on PS4, and we're hoping that it'll help, more people will be interested in checking out the game, and, maybe it'll even make some people aware of it for the first time, and maybe they'll buy it on next-gen platforms instead. Who knows?
If you have not bought Railbreak yet, there will be a bundle at launch as well with PS4 and PS5 versions if you want both sets for it.
Air horn. Wilby is trying to startle me at every turn today.
I love it.
What do you call it? So yes, there will be new bundles. Tailbreak, for those who aren't familiar, is a story DLC for Railbreak that has subject matter you'd probably expect based on the name. It's a fully new story, and we are targeting that for October release this year.
You'll never guess when in October we're targeting too. You'll never guess.
We did a backer kit for that DLC and a VR version of Railbreak a few months back. And in regards to the backer kit stuff, we are locking in orders probably around midnight Eastern today, so that we can.
Yeah.
Next week begins the in my calendar. Next week is the backer kit mayhem, backer kit madness. So people who pledged for a bunch of our digital rewards that include past games and certain physical stuff as well will start to make their way out next week, in the next couple of weeks. Before we jump into PlayStation 4 gameplay for Railbreak, we do have one more announcement. Evan's been chomping at the bit to reveal.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna count us down, and then Evan, I'll give you the ability to. I'll give you. You can say it out loud, but I'm gonna count down. And the image is gonna come up. So are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Just tell me when to start talking.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Start talking.
Yeah, so there it is. Everybody, all the thousands of DMs I've gotten, emails, and other crap that you've all been throwing at me for a while. It's Railbreak for the Nintendo Switch.
It sure is.
And it is my impossible port. If anybody talked to me a while back around launch for Railbreak, a lot of people were saying, well, can you get it on Switch? Can you get it on Switch? And my response was, there's no way in hell it's going to run on Switch. Due to memory constraints, CPU constraints, and things like that. And what ended up happening was, as we released Railbreak over the last couple of, back in December, and we kept iterating on it, you'll notice over the last couple of months, Railbreak performance kept improving on all platforms, including with Update 5 that we released last week, was another meaty speed boost. So as we were working on all those performance improvements, it opened the road up for PS4. It opened the road up for trying for something like Switch, and it was a lot of work to get it running on Switch, to get the memory down, to get it to run with the CPU and the GPU on that console. Because like nothing negative against the Switch, it's a great system. It's a portable handheld system, but you compare it even to just a base model PS4. The PS4 is much more powerful than it, even that. So what we ended up doing is we created a tailored version of Railbreak to Switch's graphics so that it could still look good, high texture quality, keep on as much of the effects as we possibly could. Effects that were incompatible with the system, we tried to find new effects for them and rebuilt them out for it. The Switch version is also first person only, obviously. I mean, if it's not going to compile on PS4, I don't think it's going to compile on even older hardware. So you do stay in first person for it, but it is the complete Railbreak game with all the content, all the modes. Corinne's update is in there and everything. And nothing's really been sliced out of it. And it runs at about 30 frames per second, docked and on handheld. It's at 720p.
Yep. Which is max for handheld.
Which is max. Yeah, that is the max for the handheld. And the UI is crisp. The gameplay graphics are crisp, handheld or docked. And if you do want to try to push the envelope a little bit, I do have a graphics option in the settings menu that you can lower the resolution of the game if you want to, down from 720p to try and get a higher frame rate across the game. So that is an option you do have there if you want to go for it. But by default, we have it set to the best graphics, and you'll get about 30 frames per second handheld and docked across the game as well. So it is a very, very good port of Railbreak, and I'm still blown away by how well it plays and runs after all the work that we put into it. And I think it is one of the best systems to experience the game on, just because it's finally portable. This is a perfect portable title.
Yeah, you can blast zombies while you poop. That is what we are saying.
There's poop blasting.
Well, I don't know about poop blasting, but blasting while pooping.
There's poop blasting across the game.
Yeah.
So we will. We're not going to announce a release date today. I will say that we're going to open pre-orders for it in early May. So that's what I will say right now. But yeah, it's the complete game. We will play it on stream. I will, because I really want to show it off. So we will be doing some Railbreak Switch on stream.
Yeah.
Probably around when it launches. And as with all of our announcements, we're not announcing stuff until the launch is fairly imminent. So the reason why we're talking about this now is because the launch is it's not tomorrow, but it's not years away now. It's we have a launch date. We will announce the launch date when pre-orders go live, obviously.
Yeah.
We'll stream it.
When we were initially messing around with a Switch version, obviously we weren't sure if it was even going to run well enough that it would be a compelling game, but thanks to a lot of Evan's optimization work on the base version of Railbreak, and some of the stuff from the PS4 version, we were able to create, I think, a pretty compelling handheld version of Railbreak. That has content parity with the other versions that are out. Again, like the Corrin stuff is there, all of the recent update stuff is there. As Evan said, we're not announcing a release date today, or really anything about the Switch version of Railbreak other than that it exists and that it's coming soon. I know some people I've seen people in the comments asking about touchscreen and asking about a bunch of different things. We're not talking about that yet. But we will share that relevant information with you as we get a little closer. And yeah, we're very excited about it.
The most important thing with the Switch version was that it looks and runs well on the console, because there was no reason to do it otherwise, right? If it was going to run at 1 frame per second or something, and be at 192p, there was no point in doing it. So the thing that I will tell folks is, I'm sure people are going to have a lot of feature questions, but the thing that you want you to take away from this is that the game will look very good and it will run very well for the handheld, including in handheld mode, not just docked.
Yeah.
I would say it is gonna this is a dangerous statement to make, because Dino Break's pretty fucking good on Switch, but it probably is our best Switch port ever. Certainly from a graphics standpoint, because it's Unreal Engine, it's definitely our best port. And I think folks will see that we were able to adjust, obviously Railbreak's great because of all the next gen lighting and reflections and all those stuff when you're on the next gen consoles and stuff like that. But I feel like we were able to successfully pare that stuff down to maintain the look and the feel of the game, and still have it look good and be easy to see and easy to play, without sacrificing the visual identity for the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting port.
Myth, I will DM you after stream about that. I'm sure we can figure something out there. That's not a problem. But yeah, so Railbreak launches. It does launch on PS4 this Friday, just so everyone doesn't forget that. That is another big thing. PS4 version is out on Friday. Switch version is coming soon, TM.
TM. Soon, not long away. It is not far away.
Not very far away. And obviously we will have more specific information, including launch info and all of that when the time is right. But for now, we're going to be showing off PS4 gameplay for Railbreak, which we're very excited about. So let me get that set up real quick.
Oh yeah, and once Railbreak launches on Switch, I can officially say that I have the best on-rails light gun shooter on Switch. So
Hey, there you go.
'cause,
Yeah.
House of the Dead remake is probably my only real competition, and it's shit. So I will have successfully defeated House of the Dead.
So let me see here.
It is.
Oh.
It is a port that runs and looks like suspiciously well. That's how I would describe that the Railbreak port. It is confusingly good.
Yeah.
So,
Which is a good thing.
yeah, it is. But it's fucking weird to play it because it's like this should not exist.
And here we are with Railbreak PS4.
Oh, I would also like to say something else too, again, because I love to beat on the AAAs with their tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. Again, I'm now shipping Unreal Engine 5 games on Switch that look and run good, so I fail to still see the complaints that these AAA devs are having with Unreal Engine 5 on consoles and stuff like that. We don't seem to have these problems.
Stuff seems to
maybe,
scale very well.
Yeah, so maybe we're just actually good at our jobs and they all suck.
The in regards to the giveaway, that'll probably be in roughly a half an hour at the end of stream. We're gonna do some Railbreak PS4 gameplay, and then we will draw the giveaway and head out for tonight. So, Evan, feel free to show whatever you want to show on the PS4 version.
Sure. I'm going to talk about the graphics and what went into this. The other thing, quick too, because I'm sure someone's asking. Yes, PS4 and Switch have 2-player.
Oh, NetJam's here. NetJam just missed the announcements. NetJam. PS4 Railbreak's out on Friday, and Railbreak is coming to Switch soon.
Soon. Very soon.
Yeah. So
yeah, so we're in the PS4 version right now. We're gonna be jumping around. Let's play through Act 1, and then I want to go into Onslaught and talk about stuff. I think folks will be very, very surprised when they see this. What am I playing on, CMM?
We're not doing easy. Do normal.
You don't think I can do hard?
I mean, you can't do do hard. Just don't do off the rails.
You hate it when I do off the rails because I die every
I do, because
time.
you die in the same spot.
I fucking live for it!
20 times in a row. In regards to specific features, NetJam, that we haven't announced yet or aren't talking about quite yet. The only thing that I can really tell you right now is that it is coming to Switch. It is not particularly far away, and we will definitely update everybody with more info as we get closer. Also, thanks for being here, Will.
The game release on Switch is not far away, and the pre-orders are certainly not far away from opening up. And everybody better pre-order it, or else I will find you and I will kill you. We're going to do it. Oh yeah, I'm going to start threatening people. I mean, everybody fucking blowing up my DMs for the last 6 months about, oh, can we get Railbreak on Switch? Can we get Railbreak on Switch? Why don't you put it on Switch? And it's just like, well, okay, we finally fucking did it. So everybody better go out and pre-order that shit, because that was fucking hard.
Yeah. The focus on social media tomorrow, just so everyone knows, is going to be the PS4 version, just because that's so imminent. But next week we'll probably post about it existing for the general populace, but you guys are the first to know.
All right, let's go. We are playing Railbreak on PS4, and a few things to point out that folks well, the Hill Silent will notice, and then everyone else will not notice because they're not nerds. I love that I just love attacking our fan base. Is yes, the Lumen volumetric lighting is on with the volumetric shadows. We have real-time shadows on. We have the nice high-end lighting on that's giving you those beautiful volumetric lights everywhere. We'll see it when we get out onto the street. And real-time reflections are on. And this is all on, even on the base model PS4, the 2013 PS4 version.
Yes. Yeah, you will get a great experience on base PS4. It's not just like, oh, well, if you don't have a PS4 Pro, then you shouldn't even bother. No, nope. It runs well on base PS4.
Base PS4 runs at 720p. PS4 Pro runs at 1080p. They both have the same graphic settings too. You'll notice texture resolution, it's maxed, because the PS4 is 8 gigs of RAM. The dismemberments here. Let's see a zombie. Dismemberment still works great.
I think it's also worth pointing out, I know we didn't talk about it earlier, but dismemberment is indeed in the Switch version too. That was that was difficult, but it's there.
Fucking insane to do.
It is there.
I love the shotgun shoots their heads off. Yeah, so the dismemberment, for anybody, we've talked about it a little bit for the systems we did. A lot of it's custom written. The dismemberment is very CPU heavy. And people will not be surprised to, well, people know it's public information. The Switch does not have a powerful CPU. So figuring out how to still support dismemberment on there was a challenge. And we rewrote some of the dismemberment code. We also slowed down the amount of dismemberment in some cases. And we actually moved those changes out to the next-gen versions. It's less throttled on the next-gen versions, but the performance increase is so significant that we decided to make the changes everywhere. Obviously, there's a lot more dismemberment on the next-gen versions because we have more room. I'm also on hard. I actually have to try to not die here. But you can see the real-time reflections there.
Well, Myth, in the interest of in regards to the Switch thing, I just want people to be very clear that it is a version that is on parity with other platforms. So we have talked about several of the features in Railbreak being like, oh yeah, we get to do this now because of next gen, and now we're actually able to have some of those core things, you know, in
Look at the reflections.
And
Look at the fucking reflections.
We can have some of these core things in versions like PS4 and Switch because of all the optimization and work that Evan's done. So I just want people to be aware that it is the experience is on parity with the other versions. But yes, we are focusing on PS4 today, so please enjoy PS4.
Elite assault rifle rounds.
If you're playing this on PS4, PS5 backwards compatibility, it is a locked 60 frames per second. It never falls.
Yeah.
And it's running the PS4 Pro version when you're playing backwards compatibility on PS5, which I do suspect it's how a lot of people will play, because a lot of people buy our games on PS4 to double up on trophies, which is why we released them the way that we do with 2 trophy sets, because we were asked to do that, and we do it for folks because we know it's important to them. You'll notice some of the effects are different. The muzzle flashes are different. The explosions are different. The fire is different.
Yeah.
Some of the effects, some of the super high-end effects in the next-gen version, it simply just isn't going to work for whatever reason. Performance or lack of compilation or something else too. So we tried to find effects that are still compelling and like line up with the look of the game, but let us still run it, run and look well.
Yeah.
And still be present for this stuff. And the effects that you're seeing here do follow over to the Switch version a little bit, not the volumetric lighting and stuff like that. But we do keep the same. We have kind of almost a. I don't know what the correct term would be to use for this, but kind of like a legacy system set of effects that the game uses when it's on a platform that isn't like one of the prime next gen platforms right now. So you'll be seeing a lot of these effects do pop up on the Switch version when we do eventually show that off. But obviously there's more consideration on Switch compared to a PS4 or PS4 Pro. But what was important to us both for PS4 and for Switch is that it's the complete game. And this is
the complete experience game with parity with the other versions. It's not like a, a
and here we are, we're in first person on a ladder, as an example.
It's a little
so we don't
dark for a stream, I think, but...
yeah. But I guess you could argue the game's a little more immersive because we don't go off to the third-person view to look at the characters anymore.
I can't shoot straight.
Jaded wants to know, how did you get the lighting working on PS4?
Penalty.
As much as I love to beat on the AAA devs, one of the reasons why I'm able to do stuff like this and they seemingly can't is that we did invest months and months and months of time in 2023 while we were doing Shades of Horror, because obviously Railbreak, the VN, Shades of Horror, it's all coming out of the same code bases. And we put a lot of work in 2023 because we had to do presentations to publishers and stuff like that to get performance in a great state. And basically at the time we were doing it because, we had to give presentations and the game had to look and run good even though it was really early. But what's happening now is in 2024, we're able to do these great ports of these Unreal Engine 5 games on essentially what is our Outbreak engine that everything's kind of derived from because of all the work that we put in 2023, and then we put in a lot more perf work in 2024 for that stuff. So that's kind of how we're able to do this. I have all of the resolutions for shadows and things like that, for lighting, for the lighting systems. I have it all custom configured now to run great on the platforms that we're shipping on based on what we have to do in the games.
Yeah. Thank you, Metal Wolf. Thank you, Metal Wolf, for the sub. 15 months. Damn.
Yeah, thanks, Metal Wolf. Decals, obviously the blood effects are still here. Decals when you shoot an enemy, they still show. I'll try to get a close-up of an enemy. The persistent blood on the floor is not going to be featured in the last-gen versions, just because it's too demanding, GPU and CPU-wise. But when you shoot a zombie, they still do have the gory blood on them. You can see it there. So again, it is not. We scaled down in ways that to try to not affect the overall presentation of the game.
Yeah, just ways that make sense that can allow us to have, you know, optimal performance.
Yeah.
I think for most people, a lot of the stuff they won't even notice. Unless you really look at them side by side, and even then. Also, guys, just a reminder, this is probably around the end of the stream soon, so if you have not entered for the giveaway, you can type !ticket for a chance to win a copy of Railbreak on the platform of your choice. That's not PS4 or Switch, for that matter. Currently available versions of Railbreak. Let's just say that.
Yeah, you can't just pick Switch.
Yeah, that's I can't generate you a code for that.
I'm taking your fucking money for that. No one's getting it for free. That is a port that a lot of work into. I mean, the PS4 port, a lot of work went into this too, obviously, but the Switch port is special. You're all paying for it.
All right, put out this fire and get the fuck out of
So the Act 2 is really where things. I mean, that level obviously looks great on PS4, but Act 2 is a reflection-heavy level.
Yep.
And it looks amazing. So here, let's go see Act 2.
Ready, go, shot, assault rifle rounds.
Look at me just motor mouthing.
That's right, you motor mouth you. Look how fucking good it looks.
everywhere.
Yeah, it does look disgustingly nice on PS4.
And you still have your shell casings flying out of your gun. You can see them there.
Yeah. This really is we really did try to make as few compromises as possible.
Look out!
Yeah, Myth's getting all messed up from hearing me talk in game and hearing me talk on stream. I get that. I get messed up by hearing myself talk in game while talking.
The reflections are huge. I'm really happy that we have the reflections on. They really add so much to the game. Like, look at this here with the reflections. I mean, it looks incredible, even on a PS4.
Yeah.
Even where we had to substitute out certain graphics and stuff.
Hey, look out!
And you still have, you know, the fully voiced story. You have all 6 modes. You have the Time Crisis content and updates. You have all the bosses and zombie variety, all the weapons. You know, obviously all the stages and content.
I just don't have time because we're in the VN and we're releasing this and we have Railbreak Switch and everything going on. But I will have another update for all platforms for Railbreak because there was more performance improvements that came out of this game out of the last 2 weeks. Here you go, first person camera going down the ladder.
Yep.
You never leave you never leave first person anymore. That we got some more performance improvements we need to roll out to all the other platforms. So we already did just do update 5 that had a tremendous amount of performance improvements. There's no stutter anymore. I don't think there's a stutter on any platform this game is on anymore. I mean, there's no stutter here at all.
Yeah.
We have some performance improvements for acts that are big for Act 5 and 6, but they still help everywhere.
Yeah.
So I do have to do an update 6 at some point when I have time. It's just probably not in the next week or two because we've just so much fucking going on.
Myth, I can't commit to that, but I just want you to know that I do see it and acknowledge it, and you know, if we do have news on something like that, we will definitely share it.
Am I allowed to know what we're talking about? Because I can't see chat.
Myth was just asking if we would consider a first-person only toggle for the next-gen versions of Railbreak. So that's just, you know, that's not something that we've really discussed.
There is some reasons I don't want to do that. I'm trying to be very transparent about things that were changed for this version. There are some things I do not want to be transparent about, and going first-person only mode did give us. Look at the reflections. Look how good it looks. Look how good that looks.
Yeah, it does look very nice.
It's on hardware from 2013. Look at this shit. But there are considerations that go into making it a first-person only game. I don't want to have a toggle to rule those out because they do affect gameplay a little bit. So I think the answer to that's probably no right now. I'm not going to say not never, but it's not a priority.
Yeah.
See, and he still looks great. Look at this. This is like our showpiece boss fight with the background going. Look how great it looks.
Well, it's gonna look even more great when he kills you. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Health pickup.
All the physics are still in. You can see we're still shooting bodies around. The blood is nice and gory.
Yep. Popping off them limbs.
Explosions still look great, even though they're different effects. First-person ladder is cool.
Grenade.
Shell casings look great.
We're almost at the end.
This looks good too. This scene here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can find some safety in there. This was not on my list of shit to get done today.
Now
We're gonna finish. Look at that. Look at that there. That still looks
Yeah.
really fucking good. That shot back at the fire. We're gonna finish this act, then we're going to onslaught mode because I want to talk about onslaught.
Yeah,
mode
I was
a
gonna
little bit.
ask if you wanted to do onslaught.
Oh, I do. I do want to. Do onslaught
Yeah,
mode.
I want to show onslaught too.
It's worth showing.
Yeah.
And if you're playing as Corinne, you still do see the secret thing all over the levels that she sees.
Yeah.
Is Corinne still in chat?
Yes, I believe so.
So Corinne, what's the reason why your character sees what she sees in all the levels that nobody else sees? What is the reason for that? I'm interested to get it straight from the person the character's based on. She's just saying yay.
Yeah, if you do, I'll shoot you a message, Myth.
Corinne, of course, is the only character that sees the dinosaurs from Railbreak moving around. When you play as Corinne, there's lots of T-Rexes and Raptors to find hidden in all the levels in the game. So try and find them all.
I guess, Evan, you can decide of how you want to answer this. Apophis says, what's the possibility of an Xbox One version for my friends who haven't gone next gen yet? Actually, don't answer that yet because we have an ad coming in, so give it a minute. It's time for subscriber exclusive content.
Mike and Ike, I'm gonna pick my own poison this time because I don't want to eat another one of those combos.
I'll let you know when the ad is over.
Will do. Hey subscribers, this is subscriber only content right now. Well, since I only care about the subscribers because you guys are giving me money, I did email Sinden for a manufacturing update on the limited edition Railbreak LE light gun. Hopefully we'll hear back news about that soon. I still don't think it's imminent because there's global supply chain issues. But for folks I know are very interested in that, I am working on it. We're still working on it. It's just Sinden, just like us, is literally like a company of two people servicing worldwide products and stuff. So, you know, and then you add in the pandemic, you add in all the wars happening around the world. The global supply chain is just a mess right now.
Yeah.
But I'm working on it. I send him messages often. We're still talking a lot. It's going to happen. I just wish I had a better time for when it was going to happen. But they're very eager to do it, and Sinden is very happy with Railbreak. I'm actually waiting on my custom Sinden light guns to build my Railbreak arcade cabinet. It's the only thing I'm really waiting on now, because if I do it, I'm doing it fucking right, and I'm using the custom light guns for it.
Metal Wolf wants to know where the promised nudity is. In your imagination.
No, I mean, like, literally there's been nudity the entire time. A lot of the zombies are naked.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, there's been, like, I literally promised nudity, and I fucking delivered nudity. We shot a lot of naked people, but they were still there.
That's a great, yeah, that's great. Love
Let's
that.
play as Corinne.
Alright, give it just another... Right. We need a couple more seconds for the ad to end here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was over.
Nope, not quite yet.
I get another Mike and Ike.
You do get another Mike and Ike.
Sinden stuff. Yes, also, everybody who's DMing me nonstop. Yes, I know you want physical copies of Railbreak and Dino Break. I am aware. I'm Again, I cannot just make this shit happen. Physical games sometimes, I mean, some of our physical game projects took years, multiple years to do. We are very cognizant of who is publishing physical games. We of course love the limited run games. They are doing the Shades of Horror physical, but you know, we're also waiting to be in a product position that it is the most compelling to do physicals as well, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, having a PS4 and a Switch version of Railbreak is a important position to be in when we talk about doing physicals, because those are still major platforms today, and our PS4 physicals, I think, were our best-selling physicals. So it's like, you definitely want to know there's a great PS4 version of Railbreak out there, you know. So,
yeah.
so believe me, guys, I am aware. I get DM'd a lot about physicals. I get messaged on all of our platforms a lot about physicals. I am aware. I would love to see Railbreak physicals. I'd love to see Dino Break. I'd love to. We're obviously seeing a Shades of Horror physical through limited run.
Yep. We are back, by the way.
Nice.
So, yeah, in regards to Apophysis' question, if there will be an Xbox One version
Onslaught
of Railbreak, I think the answer for that right now is no.
No, but I like money.
If we can make it happen, then we will make it happen, I guess is the answer to that.
The real answer here is that like, we're shipping a lot of games in the next couple of months, and I'm very pleased with what we're shipping, but like, there is limits to our power here. Like, I mean, we have Railbreak PS4 coming out this week. We have the visual novel worldwide on May 3rd on like every fucking platform. You will have Railbreak Switch not too far after that. Pre-orders opening up very, very soon. Like, and then we have Shades of Horror in the summer.
Yeah.
We have Tailbreak and Railbreak VR in the fall, or whenever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
October.
Yeah. And then like, so, you know, it's this is kind of like we get back to like the Stadia stuff from 2022 where everyone was like, well, just hit the port button, you know?
Yeah. Hi, Graham.
But we're not trying to ship bad ports. I mean, obviously we waited on Railbreak PS4 till it was this good. We waited on Switch until it could be great.
Until we were sure that we could like do it in a way that is of quality. Yeah.
I'm doing off the rails.
All right.
off the rails.
I can't stop you.
Because it's Onslaught. How mad could you get me if I fail Onslaught?
I mean, you're supposed to fail Onslaught eventually, so.
So get ready to see how good this looks. This is we did upgrade the visuals in the hospital on all platforms on Content Update 5, but look how good it looks on PS4 with all the beautiful volumetric lighting and everything.
Health shotgun shell. Health.
And we are corn right now.
We're now Corin, so you're seeing all of our new projectile effects. Look how fucking good it looks! Look!
Doc, the giveaway is still on. You can still enter ! ticket if you haven't already. We will be drawing that probably in about 10 minutes. Also,
oh god,
holy crap.
Corinne is fucking awesome. That's in all versions of the game, by the way. When you give her when you're playing as Corinne and you pick up a different primary weapon when she puts down the plasma cannon, it gives you the plasma cannon effects for the primary gun, and it's fucking awesome. And it is just as fucking awesome in the PS4 version to be Corinne without her plasma cannon. But you can see all of her projectiles are still in place here. They still do the random elemental effects on hits. Dismemberment's still here, and the hospital looks fucking incredible. And of course, her katana's back.
Yep.
Got that civilian.
Got that civilian.
We have Meat Lobo, named after Metal Wolf, who's in chat. And of course, when Corinne uses her katana, she gets Corinne's Blessing, which buffs her scoring and damage, but she always gets a terrible debuff, which the Meat Lobo debuff is that you can't pick up ammo or grenades, so you're supposed to use your unlimited ammo handgun and katana in this mode. And the katana's pretty good, honestly. It's not a bad weapon.
Yeah, we've I'm sure people who have played are very familiar with what can happen with the katana when you use it.
For anybody who's not aware of Corinne's character, she was the first bonus character added in the first content update that we did, and the whole thing with her character is that she's supposed to be broken. just completely broken from a gameplay standpoint. So you can even see with her her projectile handgun, it randomly dismembers enemies. It doesn't matter where you shoot them; it's a random check. So when she shoots anywhere, it might be a headshot, it might be a limb shot, and their body parts just come flying off. Her katana obviously generates glitches, and her katana generates unique glitches that only she can get, like her blessing for the score buffs. But she also gets some of the worst debuffs that you can get out of it. Like the Florian debuff, she can only use her katana when that's active.
Yeah.
Which is a death sentence. The Uri Rant, of course, which is a literal death sentence. We have Will's Memento for Will B in chat, which spawns tons of civilians running around.
Yep.
Because our buddy Will is the protector of the innocent.
True.
So Will always brings you as many civilians as you could possibly want.
And then some.
Handgun.
Oh, we got Zarina's Desert Eagle, which is always great to have as Zarina. The Desert Eagle fucking rocks. You can get the Desert Eagle by starting as Zarina, and the only other ways you can get it in the game is it is a pickup in story mode in Act 4. And you can randomly, very rarely find it in Onslaught mode. But otherwise, you have to be Zarina. Yeah, which we did.
Penalty. Penalty.
Penalty. Penalty, penalty, penalty.
Fucking Will, man. Will's fucking glitch. And for anybody who doesn't know, because I know we have some people here who probably have never played Railbreak before, in Onslaught mode, you're on this endless loop in the hospital to kill as many enemies as you can before you die. You will always end it by dying. But the we put our nice little homage to Silent Hill and PT in here, that the longer you spend in the hospital, the more decrepit it becomes. The lighting starts turning off. The lighting starts turning red in a lot of places, and it gets scarier and scarier as you get further into the hospital. More iterations. Enemies also become more and more powerful over time, and eventually special infected start showing up regularly, and then eventually bosses start showing up nonstop. And it just gets more and more insane until it kills you.
Thank you, thank you, Luce, for the follow.
But I'm too fucking good to die in the hospital.
I mean, you will eventually die in the
Onslaught mode. I'm gonna beat the
You're
unbeatable
gonna beat
mode.
Onslaught.
Penalty.
You're not gonna beat it like that. That's for sure.
I can't stop shooting the civilians. It's like the most fun part of the game.
Yeah.
Look at him trying to dodge my place. Hey, the Florian, there
Hey,
it
the
is.
Florian.
I can't use my guns. I'm screwed.
Look at you beating the mode by dying.
Fucking we're dead. We're so fucked.
The only way to beat the mode is to die.
Hey, there's a hack and slash. You can see the special infected are starting to show up.
It's definitely a mode that anyone can beat.
Yeah, it is a mode that anyone can beat.
Did on a side note, Evan, did you see that they discovered a new use of the Konami code in Castlevania Legacy of Darkness after like 20-something years? It unlocks all the characters and costumes. You do it on the title screen with the C button, so it's like C up 4 times, C down 4 times, C left, C right, LRZ.
Wow! But it's kind of crazy to me. Okay, you can actually see it. Just point this out. The lighting's turning red the longer we're in the hospital. It's starting to shut off. That's crazy that nobody found that until now, though.
Yeah, and I guess they found some other stuff, other debug codes and stuff in there that may be interesting. There's one where you can, I think you get like an unlimited number of sun and moon cards, so you can just speed up the timer. So if you're playing as Henry, you can just reset the clock like 7 days in the future and then exit the castle immediately.
Very cool.
They're calling it Henry gives up and goes home %.
Henry gives up and goes home %. That's awesome.
So, very neat stuff. It's like when they found that hidden 2-player mode in Super Punch-Out, like 30 years after the fact.
The lighting's getting more and more red.
I know for Mega Man 10, actually, it's been known for a while, but some people have gotten the unused 2-player co-op assist mode for Mega Man 10 working.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. There's like certain things that happen, like if you like both are charging a weapon, like there's a synergistic effect and stuff.
cannot believe I'm still alive.
I
Corinne
can't
is
believe
so
you're still
overpowered.
alive either.
I thought it's only because I'm Corinne. If I was literally anybody else, well, except Zarina, I'd be dead already.
Yeah.
But you can see the lights are starting to really go out.
Yeah, see, the civilians are all gone for now.
Thank God, yeah. Oh! Hey, I got unstable weapons, alright. That's actually a great pull.
Unstable weapons is fun.
Yeah, that's great. That gets absolutely nuts when you have the assault rifle. That's it. Oh, yeah, we got
Oh, you got
life
another
somewhere.
continue. You got to fail and continue.
Oh!
Fail
I'm
and
still
continue.
going. I'm gonna 5-star onslaught mode.
Well.
God, Corinne is so much fun to play as. Yeah, critical failures on. I love critical failure. That was Julia was the one who came up with that one.
Fail to crit. Fail and
The
crit.
Well, it looks like heal is straighting up. Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah,
so
you're
healing's
doomed.
turned off right
I'm here
now.
to ruin your life.
I like that. I like that Pie's glitch. Stops you from being able to cure poison or healing.
Assault rifle, grenade, assault rifle rounds.
Here we go.
Penalty.
God, Corinne is awesome. Look at that effect.
Yes, pro tip, Corin says. Shoot dead bodies as Corin with the pistol to get health and ammo back.
Same with time crisis mode. It's a great way to get time.
Yes.
Although Corinne gets terrible penalties to her time in time crisis mode. If she's above like 2 minutes or something, the clock I think goes 5 times faster or something.
Oh God.
It's insane. I'm screwed. I'm so fucking screwed.
Penalty.
God, I cannot believe we lived through that. I see the lights just went off. The lights are off.
Oh boy. Corin's Fury, baby.
Can die! Yes, thanks, civilian. Thanks, civilian. Just keep running into the gunfire.
Assault rifle round. Submachine gun rounds.
I can't believe I'm still going. I'm doing great.
I know. I'm kind of surprised. This seems,
This is bad. Oh, they're getting a lot of health now. Look how much health they have. This is bad.
Yeah, they do have a lot of health.
It's bad. Shit's real bad. That's it. I got a 1-star rating after all that.
Suck.
So the hardest thing about getting a 5-star rating in onslaught mode is that you're punished for your deaths significantly.
Yep.
And you end onslaught mode by dying. So when you die, your score gets cut in half.
Yep.
So you always lose half of your score at the end of an onslaught mode. So for folks who actually want a pro tip for how do you get 5-star ranking in onslaught mode, you do not want to pick up lives. Because the more, so what you saw there is I picked up 3 or 4 lives and restarted several times. It killed my score. What you want to do is you want to go in and off the rails and not pick up any lives at all and try to survive. So pick up health pickups, but not lives. That's the way to get a 5-star rating is you want to die only once in onslaught mode.
Yep.
If you do it like me, you're fucked.
So I think that about ends it for today. I want to thank everybody for hanging out and watching. We're going to draw the giveaway now. So let me just see real quick on that. We're going to go to the just chatting screen again real quick here. When
Really quick, man. Hold on, before you go.
Settings.
Options menu. Everyone always asks me about options menu. You do have frame rate controls. If you are on a PS4 or a PS4 Pro, I recommend setting the frame rate to 30 FPS because you'll get pretty much a locked 30 FPS with VSync. If you are on PS5 backwards compatibility, keep it at 60. For folks who are on a base model PS4, I do give you a graphics quality toggle in the options menu. If you want to get a higher frame rate, you can lower this. It'll lower the back buffer resolution, make the graphics worse. You do get a decent speed boost out of it, though. And I forgot to announce this. Motion blur actually works in the PS4 copy of Railbreak. It is the first port that has working motion blur. We discovered during the PS4 port that motion blur was broken. It was never saving the setting. So it was never working correctly. So you can actually turn on and off motion blur in the PS4 version, and it will stick. I will have patches out for all the other platforms in the next probably 2 weeks that will make motion blur work. And because I know this is so important to everybody, Shader compile.
Oh, goody, my favorite.
Because I know, like there's certain people that are like, well, we need our shader compile. There you go. Look what I did for you there.
You did it. You compiled the shaders.
I compiled and saved. All right, you can kill it.
All right, let me switch to just chatting for a moment here.
Also,
right.
Simon, you have to remind people the VN is coming out.
Yes. Well, the VN is coming out.
Yeah, we did it. We did it.
The VN is coming out on May 3rd. We have Railbreak PS4 out on Friday. We have Switch Railbreak coming soon. And yeah, I think that's mostly everything. And also, I know on Switch our games are still 50% off for a few more days.
Yeah, like for 4 more days or something.
Yeah.
Go buy the entire catalog on Switch right now.
Yeah.
50%
If
off
you want,
for both Europe and North America.
Yes, if you want a good time to jump into some of our games on Switch, now is a great time. Guys, if you have not yet typed !ticket into the chat for a chance to win, this is your very last chance. Gonna give it about maybe 10 to 20 seconds before I close it out. Again, we'll be doing giveaways manually on my end now so that we don't have duplicate and bot accounts winning. So, you guys have maybe a couple more seconds for that. Just letting people confirm that they're entered, and then we're going to roll it. Let's see. And of course, we're going to send you off on a raid, like always, to spread the joy to me, to someone else. If anyone was paying attention to me last week, I gave you a very clear hint that we were doing Railbreak on Switch. Very clear hint.
I totally missed it when you
Yeah,
did it.
yeah, very, very clear hint. So if you didn't get it after that hint, shame on you. All right, we're gonna close the giveaway.
I didn't get it.
Let me see real quick who is gonna be the winner here. Let's do that. We'll click the button, and we're going to see what happens.
I hope your computer crashes.
Thanks.
Hey, no problem, buddy.
It won't stop the giveaway, but actually, I need to refresh this real quick so I know for sure, because it's not displaying properly, and I love that. Well, let's try that again. Okay. All right. It looks like our winner is No HD YouTube. If you are still here, No HD YouTube, you are the winner for our Railbreak giveaway. I'll give you a minute or two. Oh, there you are. Perfect. So, you know the drill. Whisper us on this account. We will get you a copy of Railbreak on the currently released platform of your choice. Thank you
cannot
guys.
pick Switch. You cannot pick PS4.
Yeah. Thank you guys for entering. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today.
Buy it on Friday, noon Eastern Standard Time. Buy it on Friday!
Noon Eastern Standard Time for PS4 Railbreak. We have
separate platinum trophy.
Separate
2 platinum
trophies. We have Nintendo Switch version coming soon, TM. We will have more information on that soon. We have Outbreak, the Fedora Files, What Lydia Knows, coming on May 3rd. We still have not fully revealed everything for that game yet either. It's a beefy boy.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in there.
So, with that being said, let me just make sure my buttons are all working. We are going to, yes, PS5, Xbox Series S and X, Steam, and Epic Game Store are your choices. No HD YouTube. Okay, well that about does it for us. We're going to send the raid over to a friend of mine, and I will see you all next week. I think that's right, Evan. We should be back next week.
Yeah, next week we're gonna be back every week because it's like nonstop releases.
Yeah, it's like nonstop stuff.
Stop releasing for like the next 5 months, so I think we're here probably
forever. Forever.
We're never leaving.
Forever and ever. So yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. We will have more for you soon, and good night, everybody.
Bye!